No, they got their own episode next week, and it's gonna be a whole shit show. I promise. Hey, okay, so we're live now, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, so welcome back to Ghetto Love Goals. This is our episode episode 3, I think. Yeah, officially episode 3. And this is our first jump start to our self-love series called On the G I Love Me. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna hold up a wrong gang sign just because I know niggas shoot. Don't shoot me.
Don't tussle.
I know niggas shoot, so don't shoot me. I mean, I shoot back, but yeah, On the G I Love Me is our self-love series. This is episode 1 of that, and today to jumpstart our self-love series, self-care series, is Miss Tasha, High Frequency Chef James. She is amazing. So she's, I think, one of the gurus when it comes to self-care, self-love that we've seen just on social media alone. So we invited her to be our first guest, which is a lot. I would say that's saying a lot. I just want you to know that.
It definitely is.
I want you to know that.
I'm beyond grateful.
So she's here. She's going to introduce herself, and then we're going to kind of just let whatever comes out of her mouth come out of her mouth.
I am High Frequency Chef, literally on everything, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Tasha James, to a lot of you who know me. I am a private chef. I specialize in date nights, dinner parties, one-on-one cooking classes and group cooking classes, date night cooking classes, you name it. Just no catering. Ooh. I do not do catering anymore, you guys. I still have people like, you catering? No, private chef services only, traveling services only. Yeah, and I am now currently, which a lot of you are starting to see me doing more self-care, self-love events, podcasts, appearances, because the last 2 years I have been on this strong and powerful journey to loving me. So, yeah.
That's what's up. See, so now, thank you so much for coming, for real. We appreciate it so very much.
Yes, I have much to learn.
I'm saying, for real. I think I'm struggling. I mean, I think I'm doing an okay job. I'm doing all right.
Okay.
I think so. I like to say I am.
Okay.
I mean, it was a whole shit show a long time ago. Because these relationships, they do a number on you.
Yeah, they do.
Alone.
They do.
It's not even it's the after the relationships too, because all you guys know, I'm like a divorced mom, so
that's okay.
Woo. Going through it, then afterwards was horrible. I really don't have a self-love routine. I don't have anything. I just, what's that called? You just go. That's what I'm gonna go. Yep.
Do you feel like you're working on going on autopilot?
Yeah, that's it. And then I just be happy to go home and go to sleep. For real.
But that sleep do be hitting.
Yeah. But that going on autopilot, that's one of those things that I believe a lot of women go through life on autopilot. And they forget about themselves. They have kids. They go through all these experiences, and then they put all their focus on everybody else. And one thing for me, with you saying that as a divorced mom, you said, one thing that I would say triggered my journey to loving me first and more self-care, more self-love was being in an 8-year relationship and realizing I didn't know who I was outside of this person. And when it was starting to decline, go down, I'm like, you know what? This ain't it. This can't be it. This can't be it. I done poured literally every piece of me into this person, and I don't know who I am. I don't know what I like. I don't know what I like to do. I don't know where I'm at in life. I don't know why I do this. Why am I this way? All these different questions I had about self, I knew nothing. And I'm like, dang. So all this time, who life have I been living? Because I don't know nothing about this woman here.
Right.
And what I realized is that we do this thing, which I seen so many women do it, but me personally, speaking on me, it was triggered from a childhood thing, which was not being capable of love, being
That
and I wanted to give it to everybody for them to love me.
I'm a people pleaser.
Yeah,
I am.
And that's where, listen, what's crazy is so many of us walking out here that don't know that they're people pleasing and doing a lot of what they're doing is going back to childhood. It's starting from childhood. So when I ended that 8-year relationship, I started digging like, hold on, who is this woman? Why am I here? Why am I doing this? Why am I people pleasing?
Right.
Why did I pour all my time into this person with forgetting about myself? I'm talking about worrying about this person eating every day, worrying about this person got to do what they do.
She is speaking my life right now, y'all. Like, for real.
What's crazy is it's so many of us that I see it, I hear it from friends, from family, from other women that they forget about themselves. They meet a man or they have a child and they totally forget that they were important, and they totally forget about everything. It's like they just go into this mode of like, okay, I'm going to do this for this person, and let's hope I get that love that I've been yearning for since a kid. Let's hope that comes back, that this person loves me the way I want to be loved. And then we get so pissed off about them not loving us the way we choose to be loved, but when in the first place you shouldn't have been loving them to love you the way you wanted to be loved.
That part.
I
Girl,
was just thinking about that in the car. I was just like, do y'all believe in that saying is if you don't love yourself, nobody else is going to know how to love you, or are they going to treat you right? Because I was just thinking I was thinking all week, actually.
That's good.
Because I was just like, dang, like I love myself. Like I'm not going to let nobody talk about me or try to make me feel insecure. Like I'm not going to let nobody do anything that's harming me, because we going to get out. I was going to cuss. I caught myself.
Girl, you cuss every other day.
I do.
Stop it.
But like,
Stop
it's like I love myself, but then it's not like I haven't really just like been able to just sit there or just do anything to just be like doing something for myself.
Sometimes I catch myself. Sometimes I'm like, you know what? I gotta go do something. Like, what y'all doing? Or I gotta be around somebody. And then I caught myself a couple times, like, you know what? Just go take a bath. Go watch a movie. Go watch the corniest movie. Corny movies make me happy, so I do whatever makes me happy. So I catch myself sometimes.
I sleep.
And my thing is, after being in a relationship for so long and tending to this other person's needs, once I got out of it, I started to realize I got to tend to my own needs. And then what you just said about the sitting alone, that's it. That's it for everybody. A lot of people, issues and things they're going through, if they sat alone for a while, the things that they're avoiding would come up as to why you don't feel at peace alone, why you don't feel at peace in your own space and with yourself. What is that uncomfortable feeling coming up? And a lot of us need to take that time, literally force yourself to take that time to sit alone, because the things is going to come up.
Right.
And you going to have to deal with them. You either going to deal with them alone or you going to deal with them out in the real world, which dealing with them out in the real world is really going to backfire, because you're basically putting your hurt, that which is that void, that pain, whatever that is, you're projecting it outward into the real world instead of sitting alone and dealing with it and figuring out, why are you feeling like this? Why I can't be alone? Why do X, Y, and Z? And a lot of us don't take that time to sit alone. I'm big on telling people, like, just you gonna have to force yourself. I don't care if you got 10 kids, 3 husbands, 20 family members coming at you. I don't care who it is. You're gonna have to tell them, no, stop. I need my
moment. I have a hard time saying
girl,
no.
And I don't think about mommy time.
But yeah.
Girl, I go in that bathroom and close that door. No, this is mommy time. I don't care what you need right now. I tend to you all day, every day. This is mommy time. And I'm strict on it, because I know I cannot show up in the world as my best self if I am not being alone and catering to my own needs and wants and love.
I got to get back to me.
Yes.
That's what it is. Get back to yourself. Oh.
We got to.
This episode is going to be so triggering.
Listen.
Because you're going to go home like, you know what? Fuck all of y'all. Leave me alone. Don't talk to me. It's me time. And then my mom going to be like, what?
Oh my goodness.
That would be nice.
So what does self-love mean to you, Drea?
Like I said, I like to get back to the things that make me like kind of just like, okay, this is I'm happy. I don't care. Okay, what bills I gotta pay. So corny movies, a shower or a bath. I haven't taken like a long overdue like bath. Just sitting there. I'm not necessarily just cleaning, just sitting there. So watching corny movies, getting the best meal I can think of that's gonna make me just like full and fat, and then just kind of being quiet. Like some days I don't want to talk on my phone, so just being to myself and whatever makes me happy, no matter what nobody else thinks or why you doing that or whatever it is. Sitting there by myself. I mean, my kid will be there most times, but sitting there by myself and just enjoying what I really like, and that's the hardest thing, because a lot of people are like, okay, yeah, I'm black, but I like the corniest shit in life. So, and I like it, and it makes me happy. So, like anybody who know me, I love watching Friends. I watch Reba. I watch the corniest, whitest shows you can think of. I love Reba. My whole pregnancy, I watched Reba twice, the whole series. Just the whole thing, and it makes me happy, and I don't care. So, or eating a bowl of cereal, and just sometimes I will. I'm a creative, so depending on where I'm at in life, I work on something. Drawing, coloring. Coloring is a big one. I sit there and just color. Me and my sister used to just color. Like, you want to color? Okay.
That's tapping into that inner child. Girl.
Yeah. But it's like, we can't color no more because she live in Chicago, little whore. We love to color. So coloring, or I'll color with my baby. Depending on if I'm in the mood to be around another person, I'll kick it with my kid a little bit. But he likes to talk, so sometimes I'm like, so. But just kind of doing whatever makes me happiest. Like, the cornier, the better for me.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
What about you?
I don't know. I like to sleep. And then I used to, because I'm like really into music. Like, I love anything music. The 90s music, early 2000s. I love it. Like, if I could just sit there and just listen to that and be dancing with my little wine and my robe.
I knew I loved you, TT.
You know? But I don't know, like, I feel like self-love is probably focusing on myself and, like she said, sitting there and, like, digging deep, basically. Because I'm like...
Because that's just the root of it.
It's
to
so
see what
hard,
you like.
though.
And, like, the things she named, the root of sitting alone is to figure out those different things, people, places, or things that would make you think that that's love for you. Like, whatever it is you choosing to focus on, but making sure deep down, like, that's love to you.
Y'all, so what I focused on, what I came up with, I'm the first child. I was the firstborn. So I had to always watch all my siblings, y'all. They was getting on my nerves. Oh, my goodness.
You was a mama before you was really a kid.
I was the latchkey kid. I don't know if y'all know what that is, but
okay.
I learned about that. I was definitely a people pleaser because I wanted to please my mom. Like, oh, I did this, this, and this, and I cleaned up this. Like, and then I was raised in this might be triggering, a Christian black household. So them expectations were up there. So I was just like,
to
like,
break
it
that
was
alone
stressful.
is hard.
I was just about to say, growing up in a Christian black household, just that's it right there. Is enough. That's enough. And that's triggering on so many levels.
So many. I was stressed out as a child. Like, I'm 10, 11. Like, what? Why do I have all this responsibility? But,
I love it at the age of 10.
so when we was doing this, I sat down. I just thought about all that stuff. And I was just like, what do I do with that, though?
Right.
You know? Like, where do I start?
Sometimes I yell. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, when I'm driving home, especially after the longest,
That's part of
most
self-care.
taxing week, there's 2 songs, and it depends on my mood. There's the Kelly Price "Tired" song. I yell in the car by myself, and I scream that song, and I can't sing worth a damn.
That's
Releasing
fine.
that energy.
And sometimes it brings me to tears, but sometimes I'm like, all right, let's okay, I can go back to work now. I can go do whatever I got to do now. Like, I just need to literally yell. I think one time I yelled in the garage. Like, I got to yell because if I don't get it out, somebody is going to get the other end of this yelling, and it's not going to be pretty. I'm going to say whatever comes to my mind, and it's not going to be pretty. So sometimes I just got to let that out somewhere.
Right.
Somebody going to get this. So rather be myself than anything.
I'm writing both of y'all self-love prescriptions.
Oh, what's that?
Now that's something. Listen, y'all gonna be the next two that get them. But it's literally where I have this pad of self-love, like actual prescription, and it has different tasks on there for you to do. And you have to if I say refill it, you got to do it every day, X, Y, and Z. I'm starting to do this because I realized in my journey that it was so many of us who never took the time to really sit down and love ourselves. Or do things, those certain gestures and things to show yourself that you love yourself. So I was like, yep, I'm going to start doing it. And it's going to be random, like literally to any woman I pass by, these events I go to. You see me, you're getting a self-love prescription.
I want
Because I'm not playing. Because
I need
leads
somewhere
all
to
back to
start.
self-love. Literally, I feel like everything leads back to self-love.
It does.
Things that's happening in the world, relationships, parenting, everything leads back to self-love. If you took the time to really love yourself, you would project nothing but love. And that solves world problems right there. If everybody knew self-love and projected love on the out, it was in. So they had nothing but to project it outward. That's it. So, yeah.
So, like, what did you learn through your self journey, or like what was going on? You know, like, because I be seeing like these different videos. People be like, I'm trying to heal, but I'm not healed. I'll still punch you in your face. You know, like, they be like, hold on, I'm still in the middle of my healing journey.
Listen, and what's crazy is people, I don't know where people get this perception of that you're healing, or because I feel like you're healing. We're constantly
Not healed.
healing from
Not
something.
healed.
Not healed. Because for one, it's other things besides what happened to you on a personal level. It's things happening in the everyday world that we're continuing to have to heal from.
Yes.
So on a personal level, you got stuff to heal from, but then you have the worldly things to heal from. But for me, I would say I am continuing and constantly healing. And then I say this because things come up that you feel like you never thought about before, and it just something, you go somewhere, do something, and it triggers something within your body that make you remember something that was like, oh, I never thought of that before. Now that's something else I got to work on or do or heal from, or just be aware. Because I also don't want to give off this persona that your whole identity has to be healing, because it doesn't. It's more so going about being now aware so you can make those proper changes in your life, so you can receive that love from self that you try to get from everybody so bad. And then you keep breaking your own heart because these people aren't loving you the way you want to be loved, but you're not really loving yourself that way either. So that's what I realized in those 8, after being in a relationship for 8 years and seeing that I gave my all to this person and I felt so dry, so used, so broken. I'm like, wait a minute here. How can I leave this relationship with nothing? Oh, it's me. And it literally was like an epiphany moment. I was sitting down and literally broke down crying, and it was like, oh, it's you. And then I started reading books, listening to certain things, just everything started to change my perception. And I started looking inward because I got tired of like from a child. You seeing these people who doing these hurtful things to you, it's like they can't love me. So somebody got to love me. I got to make sure I'm good. So let me make sure I'm good. Girl, and the moment I made sure I was good, it was like that's why I say this all the time. I love myself and I see love in me. Now all I see is love in other people, in my everyday life. Like all I see is love because I chose to look within and give myself that love that I was always missing. So now the connections I make is with great people who show great love. Everything I do, places I go, people show love. I go places and get free food now from random places, just love. That's just one little thing, but I'm talking about every move I make and places I go and things I do. It's always somebody or something showing some type of love to me, and I realized it took for me to love me. Girl.
I was gonna
No,
say, I was
listen,
gonna say,
girl.
speak it to me because I need all of this. You know,
All of it, yes.
because
Yes.
I sat back and I said, "Well, Tiara, do you love yourself?"
But to what extent?
Yeah.
Right.
Because with dating, example, I feel like my expectations be super high because I'm just like, okay, you can call me, you can text me, you can say, you know how they do that stuff in the beginning? I want that all the time.
Yeah.
I need reassurance all the time. And it's
You
a
got to
childhood
give it
thing.
to yourself.
I
Yeah.
know.
But how do
Like,
you get
we-
reassurance
right,
to
like,
yourself
we should-
about somebody else?
Okay, yeah, that's an
though?
example, right?
I was just finna say I'm
You got a
literally-
book, look, like,
Listen,
something
write a
like,
Listen, it's going.
because I got to see it, you know?
But it really, it's so crazy because literally I feel like half the world is going through this same thing, but we break our own heart by expecting them to be other than who they are. Like, we cannot, and that's the thing. It's like, this person don't work, or this ain't working. Move on. And when I say move on, I'm not talking about getting a relationship with someone. I'm talking about literally you see that this person isn't showing you what you want to see. Don't try to convince them that you're capable of being loved. That's just not the person. But you also got to love yourself to be able to have discernment to use against when you meeting people that, oh, this person truly loves me. Because if you don't love yourself, it's going to be somebody who loves you. You're going to push them away. Because you're gonna contradict yourself the whole move. So that's why it's like the basis of literally everything is loving yourself. And also loving people for them being them, not who you expect them to be. We break our own hearts daily by expecting people to do certain things. Oh, I expected
would
you
do
to have,
it.
yeah, because you would do it, and that's just not you. But don't get discouraged and thinking there ain't people. It's people out there that's like you, or have a greater love than you that want to give it to you. But those people that you run into that don't, I feel like they are just mirroring to show you gotta love yourself first. They all come into your life to break your heart just to show you gotta look inward.
Dang.
Every time, and your heart gonna keep breaking. Your heart is gonna
Feel
break
it.
until it opens. I say this all the time. Your heart is gonna continue to break until it opens. Until you open your heart truthfully to yourself, everybody you meet, the littlest things on the road, run in the grocery stores, running into people that piss you off, every little thing, to family members, to relationships, to dating, everything is gonna piss you off and break your heart until your heart opens. And you release the expectation of what you feel like they should be. Versus you just seeing how they are, and then you like, oh, okay, this ain't what I want to, participate with. I'm going to move around. But somehow, when we don't love ourselves, we stay in those situations longer than we should and get our heart broken over and over and over. And now we looking like, oh, I hate this person. I hate this, and I hate them. But it really, in reality, it's been you the whole time. Because if you loved yourself, you wouldn't even put up with half the things that you put up with.
So do you think like we should, like people that's going on like their journey or whatever, like they should make like a list or something, or
I love
like
lists.
something to go off of, like as far as
Taking care of themselves?
yeah, basically.
If it
I would
help
say, yeah, and like I said, I would say it starts with sitting alone. So you would know, like for me personally, I wouldn't say a list, but you can start writing things down that you enjoy,
Do you
that
journal?
really brings you joy.
I used to.
I did too.
It'd be time for me.
Yeah. Journal in your phone at work, on your
Yeah.
break. Writing down anything. I got like 80 journals
But
at
a
home.
list of things, I feel like that can change from over time. But I would say the start of it would be taking that time. It seemed like you saying you be busy a lot. Take that time. You gotta make that time. You have to. And that's another thing that would show somebody that's like a part of self-love. If the people who like really, really like valuing their self and their time, they must take that time, because you're going to be pouring into all these people and losing yourself piece by piece by piece by piece. And then before you look up, you're going to be like, dang, who am I? Mm-hmm. What am I doing? What do I like? And then you're going to even you can meet the person that you feel like this is the guy I want to be with. Mm-hmm. And they want to show you love and X, Y, and Z. And they're asking you, what do you like? What do you want? And you don't even know. So they can't even try to do certain things that you would like, to be in a relationship with, because you don't even know yourself. Mm-hmm. So I say it would start with you just cutting off. If you don't have an hour to yourself, take 30. If it ain't 30, take 15. Mm-hmm. And then, like I said, those deeper things as to why you don't love yourself would come up. And then you would start to embrace those things or look into those things. And then it'll go from there. But for me, it's tea. Mm-hmm. Tea, yoga, meditation.
I want to try yoga so bad.
Yes.
I didn't even everything.
Girl, I didn't know what I was doing when I started.
That's what I'm saying.
I just started stretching, and I'm like, something. But tea and taking that time, I say soon as you wake up out the bed. And if you got kids like me, I do have a son, so I try to be up before him. Mm-hmm. And I make sure I'm taking that mental note of, okay, I want this day to be great, speak great affirmations into myself. And then I drink my tea, I do yoga. Sometimes I journal, sometimes I read. It varies throughout the day, whatever day it is, it varies. But those bases start my day and pouring into myself, because this is what I like to do. This is what I want to do. And then it goes from there. Because I also like going to the gun range. I also like doing all these things.
That's my thing.
Love it. Well, you know what? But I've never been after I've been like, had a moment. I've never been. I bet you that feels so good.
Boxing. I do boxing and the gun range. Girl, don't play with me. Don't play.
I'm gonna have to
exactly
try that.
How I be. That's part of the things I feel like self-care. And people be all in this, oh, you heal. You shouldn't be angry or irritated.
Healing.
All these things. Yeah, okay. I'm going and taking it out on these boxing training, and I'm taking it out at the gun range.
I love the gun range.
Yeah, we're gonna have a group outing. So
listen,
you definitely gotta come.
I'm ready. Listen, I'm ready. I just said I'm going to go get some more ammo today.
Yeah, I gotta get another box.
I'm ready.
My daddy keep telling me it's a sale at Fleet Farm or something. It depends on which gun you got. I got a 9mm.
It depends on
but it's a good deal, I guess. He keeps telling me. But so yeah.
Now I'm thinking about buying another gun.
I've been thinking about buying. I
need to buy one. I don't have one. I got my license, but I don't
get one.
Have one.
My current boyfriend bought me one because he just feels like I need to have one. And then it's like he woke up this beast that I never knew was inside me, that I needed to have a gun. Like I always have my shit on
That's
me.
exactly how I was. My ex, my son's father, introduced me to guns, and then once he did, I was like, oh no, I shot an AK, I shot a shotgun. Then I went and got me a military gun. People be looking at me like, she carrying that gun. Yes, I am. Mm-hmm. Yes, I am.
And his hair flip like what?
Yeah, what it is. Look, it ain't there, but yeah.
No, you can do that.
When I had no hair, I did my hair. I hate when Namo. I love it. I hate when Namo. He got a haircut just like you, and he do this. Girl, yes. I love it though. We gonna definitely have to go to the range. I had a question. I lost it.
I was gonna ask you what's some of your affirmations, because she just brought up affirmations.
The one that I do, I think, on a more regular basis is we gonna be all right. And mainly when I say we, I'm talking about just myself. But we gonna be all right. Is we gonna get through it. I got it. And that's the one that I kind of just talk to myself about it. Because especially when something happened, I don't know how I do it, but I end up doing it somehow. I get through it. Mm-hmm. So, but I got to talk myself like, all right, take a moment. I'm a crybaby. I got to cry. Whatever the situation is, I got to cry it out first.
Cry.
Before I can get my...
Cry it out.
My goggles on, like, okay, I got to do this, and this. I got to cry first. Mm-hmm. We'll cry it out because that's how I'm feeling. Like, I'm feeling like I don't know what I'm finna do. Cry it out. And then I'm like, all right, boom, 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 boom. It's done. Somehow, some way. And it's done. So that's my biggest one is I got it. You got it. Mm-hmm. You're going to do it. We're going to figure it out. And then I look back weirdly enough, like on a random Tuesday, I'll be washing dishes. And I'm like, remember that time last week when you thought you ain't gonna do it? Girl, look at you. You done did it.
Exactly.
So I don't, that works for me. What kind of affirmations you use?
Oh my goodness. I have
Like your top 5.
okay. Top 5 is I am abundant.
Mm-hmm.
I am woman. I am enough. What's another one I use? I am love with or without you.
Oh,
Ooh, I
that
like
one.
that one.
I
Yeah.
like that one.
Yeah.
They gonna
I
take
say
that so hard.
That one, I look in the mirror with that one. But I am love with or without you, and I am a magnet of success.
I like it.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So
My sister got me for my birthday a book, 365 Affirmations for the Black Woman.
Mm-hmm.
She just got it for me. So I've been looking at it. They don't fit into my vocabulary, so to speak, quite yet, like the words that they using, but I get the message. So
record yourself. I do that a lot. I record my affirmations and I listen to them like as I go to sleep at night. And it's because that voice, your voice, is being programmed in your subconscious mind to truly believe that's. Because sometimes when you listen to those other voices,
it's the
it's
delivery.
it's not coming
Them
in.
intrusive thoughts.
Yeah, it's not.
That's true.
Yeah, it ain't coming in. So that subconscious need to be programmed with your voice.
I'm gonna try it. I'm definitely gonna try it
No,
because I know I
seriously.
don't I hate the way I sound, but I be speaking some stuff though.
Preach to
Y'all about
us.
to get me in here preaching.
I hate the way I mean.
Y'all getting
I'm getting
self-love
there.
prescriptions.
I'm getting
Y'all
there
gotta
though.
come to the self-love brunch on the 19th.
When, the February 19th?
Yeah,
Oh, wait, no.
February 19th,
Is it
self-love brunch.
What's today?
I'm gonna tag y'all in it.
Yeah,
y'all
tag
need
me
to come
in.
here and y'all need y'all
I'm
self-love
gonna find some
prescriptions.
babysitters.
Yeah, I'm off.
Please do,
so
because
I'm coming.
that brunch, that right there, the women that's in the room that's coming to speak, man. Y'all, everybody, by the time y'all leave that event, y'all gonna really be loving yourself for real. Y'all gonna go
I
home
told you, I'm
like,
on a
I ain't
work in
putting up with
progress.
nothing less than love. That's it. If it ain't love, I ain't dealing with it. Y'all, I'm telling y'all. 'Cause
I was
it's-
saying.
Listen, that's the key to it all, man. It's
I'm
the
a
key
work
to
in
it
progress. I think I'm all right. I think I'm doing good.
all. You
The
are.
progress, I'm doing good. I have my moments. I have my moments when I call my sister like, what? Like she because she older than me, but she's not too much older than me, so she can relate to me still.
Right,
So
right.
she like, yeah, I've been through that. Like, so she helped me understand why I'm thinking the way I'm thinking, or how, or why. You know, there's different ways of thinking. Because sometimes when I say stuff, I'm like, okay, maybe I shouldn't do this. Let me run it by somebody real quick. So my thought process just.
I talk to my sister too a lot. She probably tired of me.
And you know what? I know she is tired of me, but I don't care. She's stuck for life. She's
Yeah.
stuck. She ain't going
I
nowhere.
was that same way. I think I had a good 3 people I would, but now I done got to the point where I really feel like from what I've experienced, I was doing it for validation purposes. So I stopped altogether and started trusting myself more.
That's
for me,
what
it was
Yeah.
for
Trust
validation for me.
yeah.
Yeah. But I thought about something that going back to what you said about not having time and it seemed like you're a person who be running all the time. It's this book called Meditations for Women Who Do Too Much. I love it. I live by it now. Meditations for Women Who Do Too Much. I'm giving you that book. But it's this one message in that book that I feel like relates to so many women. And it says, a lot of us are afraid to sit down and stop for a moment because we in fear of never getting up again.
Because if I do, then what?
But see,
I be
that's the
thinking.
crazy part. We won't take a rest or a break because we have fear of never getting up again. And that hit me on such a deep level that I literally thought about my ancestors, just literally everybody. My grandma, my mama, the people before me that I never even met. And I'm in the women who in my life in general, sisters, family, friends, who do so much and they don't never take a break. And I'm like, we are really afraid of never getting up again. Like if we really got to that moment of rest, we wouldn't get up. And that's
I'm just scared of, not even scared of, but I think when I sit down, I could be doing so much more. Like I'm like,
That's what I be thinking too.
I could be doing so much more right now. Cleaning the house,
Listen,
something got to
and
be
that
done.
Girl,
we triggering her.
y'all triggering up in
Because
here.
it's always something that got to be done. Always.
Listen, it is. And that's okay. I'm finna hit y'all with something. We gonna make this I feel this listen, because this is why I done found a new love for men. Listen, I love men. As men like being men, and I'm finna say this because women, no, because it's just amazing. Because what I used to think of them and how I used to think they used to operate, it's like now that I found love within self and I can truly see men for who they are, and I see how women talk about certain men and who they blah, blah, blah. But I realized that they are the prime example of how we need to be. They are, when I say this, and when I say we need to be, I'm talking about in a space of us doing too much. Mm-hmm. And we would sometimes, I see so many women get angry with men not doing it. They want them to do so much.
Yep.
But here's the thing, because we done saw a lot of success out of both. We see a lot of success out of women. Listen, we done saw hear me out. We saw women very successful, men very successful. Mm-hmm. But it's something I realized, men, they be so straightforward. So simple. It's like it's crazy how we complicate things. Because I done saw it. Listen, it's crazy, y'all. Listen, the women like, what's she talking about now? What's she saying?
I'm guilty.
Listen, no, hear me out, because I done saw it too much where women will overanalyze and think too much on a guy that they're dating. Mm-hmm. And the man is strictly telling you and showing you what he wants, but you want to hear what you want to hear. You want to see what you want to see. And it makes it complicated in your own heart when the whole time he looking like, huh? What?
I already said
I already said I like you. We just went on a date. Cool. Let's chill. And it be like that because we got that doing so much in us. Like, we want to cook, we want to clean, we want to do this. We want to do all these different things. And the guy is like, but right now in this moment, I'm doing this. But you like, but what about 10 years and we doing it? But he like, but right now I'm looking at you and we here on a date. Why is you worried about 10 years?
Tomorrow.
Like, chill. Hold on. But that doing too much is gonna get us one day because it's like
so hard though. We program like that.
I feel like,
but
I ain't even asked for this.
So in tune with self, because I'm becoming the person that people be like, she lazy. Because I'm steady, like, I ain't doing it.
And I don't even look at it as lazy. That's the problem.
The dishes need to be clean, but I just did X, Y, and Z all today. Oh, them dishes can't wait till tomorrow. Or focused on this and focus, because it's like the narrowed in, the zeroed in they have on one thing and they get that done, then they do the next thing. They not all over the place trying to handle everything. And I see many women get mad at their husbands because they women, oh, you ain't doing this. And the woman, she burnt herself out. But he didn't ask you to burn yourself out, honey. He did not ask you to burn yourself out and do X, Y, and Z. Not saying he not grateful for the contribute that we have, that we contribute with doing everything.
Right.
But we get so upset at everybody around us for doing everything when nobody asked us to do everything.
But our parents, my mom...
Girl, I'm taking a break. I'm done doing everything.
Yeah,
I'm not, because I didn't got burnt out. I'm done doing everything.
Damn.
Especially when I can see it be done with, you ain't got to do everything. A lot of guys done showed me, like, you can focus on this one thing here and it get done. And everything could get done. It's just I'm not all over the place burning myself out doing everything and being everything to everybody.
I saw my parents do it. Well, my mom do it. So I felt like I had to do it. And I got married young. I got married at 21, 22-ish. I didn't really know what I was really doing. I was just like, oh, we getting married. We together. Oh, yay.
Yay.
And I'm thinking in my head, like, okay, I'm supposed to keep the house clean. I'm supposed to keep our son up. Yeah, that's what I saw. And then I would complain to my husband, why you not doing nothing? Why you always on that game? Get off the game.
That goddamn game.
Oh my gosh.
Me. Like, but now that how she explaining it now, how she explaining it now, it's like,
it is. And we break our own heart doing that, trying to do everything, be everything. And it's like, I'm done breaking my own heart. I'm not going to do everything. I'm not going to be everything for everybody. I'm just not. Because at the end of the day, back to you, we out here looking for somebody to love us, but we out here giving out all this love and giving out all this. No. And it ain't nobody to pour back into us. So we got to pour into ourselves. We got to. And ain't nobody out here gonna pour back into you that pouring that you doing to everybody. Mm-hmm. And then you lose it and flip out one day because you done poured everything you had in you and now you mad at the world. No, be mad at yourself. Because you shouldn't have been pouring out all of that and you ain't had nothing to give. Right. Really.
I'm not dating. You said TT. I'm done.
Because you love, she be like, oh, but he's so sweet.
I do. Because I be thinking people be genuine.
No, not no more.
Because I'm genuine. Then I be like.
I'm probably just scarred. But niggas ain't shit. Sorry.
Yeah.
I don't think that about everybody. That's my problem.
I used to think that way, and then I realized I only thought niggas ain't shit is because I was full of shit. That's the only reason why I thought that. That's why I said my perception of men changed now that I started to show that love within. I was like, dude, they really are so simple. They really are so.
But it's right.
No, listen.
Yeah.
No, it's a lot of ain't shit niggas though, Tosh.
No, I'm saying from what, see, and I'm talking about from my standpoint of what I'm viewing. Remember I said I start to see love within, now all I see is love. So I also feel like when people run into those certain people and they feel like they ain't shit, it's something in you that ain't all worked out just yet. Cause I'ma see, even though there's people out here that do messed up things, that do X, Y, and Z, but for one, I'm not experiencing those people. For two, they are dealing with something leading back to self-love. If they're projecting ain't shit onto you, they're dealing with something. And then that also leads back to you for dealing with somebody who ain't shit. Something in you that ain't shit that you dealing with somebody who ain't shit. Because if you loved yourself enough, you wouldn't deal with somebody who ain't shit.
I thought about a situation.
So many situations. I mean, I'm not even gonna say I am. Because right now, he ain't shit. But, you know, he be having ain't shit moments. I'm just kidding. Right now, he all right. So I think I'm doing all right then if he all right.
You good on the inside. If he good, then you good too. You good.
It means I chose a different path. I did kind of. He was, I left him on red, so he says, for 2 years. Look the way y'all looked at me.
Whoa.
That's what he said. I didn't really leave him on red, but he was in my inbox for quote unquote 2 years. That I'm just going. But he was blending in. You know how every man, damn, you beautiful. Good morning, beautiful queen. Grand rising. Every man in my inbox came in there. Every man that came in my inbox was saying the same thing over and over and over and over. So, of course, my blockers is on like, I don't see nobody. So he blended in, talking about something, oh, you beautiful. Oh, this pic is nice. Like, he specifically would comment, you know, on your stories and stuff, like, oh, I'll give you the hard eyes. He was blending in until he finally was like, listen here. If I got to shoot my shot this way, I'm going to do it this way. And he caught my attention. I'm like, okay. So now that's what it is.
So he not ain't shit right now?
He not ain't shit, no.
That's great.
He get on my nerves, but
yeah. You
that
right.
damn game.
Yes.
Because I know he can be watching. You probably playing the game right now.
I'm going to learn how to play the game.
The game started. Be watching the football game.
Yeah, that was my issue, too.
Yeah.
Playing the game. I used to have that issue, and then I realized that ain't got nothing to do with me. Play the game. I'm just not going to be in your life and watch you play the game.
But sometimes that's their self-care. I'm like, I realized that. Like, that's how they stay out of trouble. That's how they stay out the streets. They go to work. They take care of their kids. They play the game.
Right.
That's it. I'm learning that. But sometimes I'm like, okay, I want to mess with you, like, get off the game. Like,
let's go do something.
I'm not to judge things, like I said, for what. I'm not judging it. I'm just seeing it for what it is, and I'm choosing to participate or not. Oh, okay, you play the game.
Can I ask how old these men are playing the game?
In their 30s.
In their 30s, definitely.
30s and 40s. 30s and 40s.
Wait a minute.
Well, no, 40s.
Wait a minute.
Well, I don't know 40s, but 30s.
30s for sure.
It's some 40s.
Okay.
Yeah, they all in that age group. I say 30s. From 28 to probably 42.
Yep.
I haven't played a game in like 12 years. And I'm like,
I randomly come across some people who don't.
But you know, some people, some guys who don't play the game, you might have other things you're into.
Cars.
Yeah, you might be in the cars, you might be in the guns, you might be in those things.
I paint.
Paint?
Oh, yeah, that's
okay.
nice.
Well, see, painting.
Oh, wait, so that means you did the some of the paintings in here, right? He talked about some of these.
Those two right there in front of you, and then that one behind you.
Oh, man.
Oh, okay, because Tone said that you did.
You paint nude women?
I have, but not live nude women.
Like just a still picture of them.
Yeah, still picture.
Mm-hmm. Would you do a live nude painting?
Like one-on-one. You paint, she nude in front of you, and she wants you to paint her. Would you do that?
I would try that.
That's dope.
That is.
I would do that, but I don't.
I might have to talk to you about that because I want a new painting of myself.
I don't.
Nice.
I take so long that you would be standing there for a long time nude, so I don't know if you want to do that.
Make sure the heat on.
Right.
Like, so
Sure, you know.
Maybe take a nice picture.
Right.
If you take a nice picture, I can.
Okay.
Okay.
Absolutely.
I'm into that because I know I want one.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Holla.
Can you tell me my time? I can't see it.
We're at 46 minutes.
Okay, thank you. Oh, is it on here too?
Yes,
It is. Okay.
So I was going to talk about affirmations with kids or just self-love for kids. Do y'all do that with y'all kids? I do it with mine because my daughter went through a stage where she wanted to be white. And I was just like, like, where did that come from?
She said it.
Yeah, she's 5. And I guess she just like, she like JoJo Siwa. I like JoJo
Wait,
Siwa too.
what
like
what
JoJo Siwa.
school she go to?
It's called Woodlands. I don't think I was supposed to.
Purdue.
But yeah,
Where's
but
your
it's 2 of them. But it was recent, like over the summertime. But
No, because I was gonna say about the school. I'm like, if
It's
she was getting that
diverse.
at school, okay,
I used to
But
be-
she
I used to be
just-
principal there.
really?
it's a small world.
Right?
When?
Now go back there.
She got some
'cause-
questions for you. No, I'm just kidding.
Right, because
They let me go. So whatever they in now,
That probably says a lot to what she
whatever
was
system
doing.
they in now, I don't got nothing to do with it. I don't know what that's all about. And I'm saying this live on air. I don't care. I'm mad.
Fuck 'em.
I will talk to you after though.
I was over both campuses.
Oh, okay. So yeah, I was just like, oh my God, maybe I need to start exposing her to more Black creators, and because I was like, girls, Beyonce out here, like I grew up
Right.
with Beyonce. That's why I was like, you want to be. So I tell her every day how beautiful she is, that I love her. The same thing with my son, because I don't want them to hate themselves and then just grow up and be all messed up.
Right.
So I
a good start.
I try to speak a lot of love into both of them. My 1-year-old, I just give him hugs and stuff like that. 'Cause he don't know yet, but the other 2, I feel like I really have to sit down and talk with them a lot.
How
The
old
fact
is
that
her?
you do is good, though. That's a
And I was like,
breaking
well, I
a
don't do it for
generational
myself,
trauma
but-
right there.
I
we
do it.
put our
I
kids
make sure.
first.
Yeah,
Because we put our kids first. That's why.
that is so important to me, y'all.
Of course.
Yeah,
Right.
y'all
Most
do that with y'all
definitely.
kids.
I do it
or-
all the time. I actually, when he was in my womb, I was doing it. I was speaking affirmations over him. I have affirmations all throughout his room. I do it daily. So when he wakes up, I'm done. When he wakes up, I'm done pouring into me. So I done did my yoga tea. I done did
Okay.
everything. So once he gets up, I'm energized and ready to pour into him. So I'm speaking those affirmations into him, which are simple, small affirmations for him to understand.
Okay.
Girl, my son Sage's incense, Palo Santo, girl, he be 2 years old. He be walking around with the sage. I got videos and pictures of him.
That's
He
so
walk around with the
cute.
sage. Like, so I'm instilling that in him now. So yeah, that's definitely the route. Because up until 7, this is all the programming. Like who we are now, it took a lot from when the age is from 0 to 7. So all that time of that childhood, speaking those affirmations, those things are going to be instilled in them, and how mom and dad or those people they see treat themselves. So that's why I always be big on that too, and loving myself, because I want him to know you love yourself as well. Mama loved herself. You love yourself.
I just was thinking about that just because the world is mean.
It
So
is.
mean.
I'm
Oh my
like-
gosh.
So mean. My baby be correcting me. He's 7.
Mm-hmm.
So, but his affirmations are more so what I didn't get, or I feel like I didn't get. Because maybe I did get it, but it was in a different way, or a way that I wouldn't have wanted it. But because, like, I know for sure my parents didn't say every day, I love you.
Mm-hmm.
For sure. But I knew they loved me. It wasn't that. But they just didn't say, I love you. And that's so triggering for me, myself, and my brother. I mean, myself, my sister, and my brother. We all have the same opinion. Like, they definitely didn't. I'm like, okay, so I ain't tripping. All right, cool. So I make sure I tell him every single day, I love you. Love you. Random moments. Oh, I love you. He be like, love you, mommy. So now, it's so natural for him to tell me he loved me. And I never had that. And I'm glad he's so comfortable with saying, he tells, my mama is not the type to say I love you, but he tells her. I can tell it's like, thanks. Love you too, kid. Like, she's not the type to like it like that, but she's just, I don't know. That's how I was brought up. So I'm used to her. I can tell she was a little bit uncomfortable, but that's how I do it. And so I make sure I tell him I love you multiple times in a day before he go to sleep. We got our little ritual, and he go to bed like that. So, and I know I tell him he's smart, because he's super crazy smart, and he knows it. He will tell you, I'm smart. I got this.
Smart.
I'm
Right.
smart. Like, he told the
That's
doctors,
amazing.
I'm smart. I'm a smart kid. And he is. So
Right.
Yeah, he
knows.
corrected me the first time I met him. I
It's
was
Tamir.
like,
Timir.
My
He will
bad.
tell you how to spell it, last name, middle name. Don't Timir. Who is that? Because that's how I correct
Right.
people. My name is not Andrea. My name is Andrea. So he see me correct people by my name. That's not my name. So he correct people by his name too. So I just try to give just little ones that he can carry every day.
when you said that, my kids are very affectionate. I didn't get affection.
Me either.
Oh wow.
It'd be
I mean,
so
like, we get
hard for
affection,
me.
but not like
So
that.
when they come and hug me, I'm like, oh,
I tense
I love
up.
you too.
It's the complete opposite for me.
Yeah.
I tense up, and so if I'm having a moment, I'm like, "Why are you touching me?" and I'm trying to recognize. Okay, he's just trying to love on me.
Yeah.
I'm not used to that. It's
Either.
ironically, it's weird, but I'm like, okay. So, but it feels, and I could tell he's kind of timid when he wants to love on me, physically, not just verbally. Because sometimes I'm like, "What's up, Bubba?" Like, here's his
Right,
nickname.
right.
"What's up, Bubba? What you want?" Like, you need something? Because that's normally when I would love on my mama and them when I wanted something. So he would like, what? He's like, "I just want to say I love you." I'm like,
They do
"Okay."
it randomly. It
He's
can
so
even
nice.
just be sitting in my bed, just
Yeah.
So do you feel
Watch
like it was? Because for me, it was something that I realized that was major. I grew up with emotionally unavailable parents.
Yep.
Somehow, my son's father is emotionally unavailable,
You're looking
and
for
I
that.
was
yeah.
like, "What the heck?" And I didn't realize it till after we was done or whatever. I'm like, "Wow, I picked." And then I also realized, I'm like, "Dude, you look like my dad." Like
I talk to
features,
my sister with
and
that all
then
the
even
time.
how you talk and certain things was like my dad. I'm like, I really was like yearning for that love, and I saw him, the first person to give me a little bit of it, and I took off and poured everything I had into this person.
I know, and my sister talked about this, like her husband is like my dad. He is literally my dad. But in a funny way, but like his characteristics is still, but he makes sure he's a different type of man too, so he got his own things. But I know I look for things that, at least traits and strong characteristics in a man that my daddy has. So, like, you know what I'm saying, if you don't fix nothing, you gotta go.
yeah.
If you can't, you gonna take my
had
garbage out,
everything from him.
gas,
See,
Bill,
mine wasn't
handyman.
there, so it was the opposite.
Oh, okay.
See, mine wasn't there.
I look for some of that. I mean, I look for that, and I look for, like, I don't know, my daddy, he always keep himself up. So that's a big thing. Like, if you can't, he call it hang a suit. You can't hang a suit, I can't talk to you. You don't know how to hang no suit, I can't talk to you.
Right.
You don't know how to tie a tie, let me show you, because he taught me how to tie a tie. So it's this little stuff. So I do look for that, but I don't know if I'm absent-minded about it. I could be subconsciously looking for other
For
stuff that I've missed
this.
from my daddy.
Right.
If I know I am. I don't know what it is. I know I am. I don't know what it is.
It's crazy that it's like a cycle of
It's
it.
a horrible cycle, and I want to break it so bad.
Man, oh my goodness.
Like, I be wanting to tell me and my sister have this talk all the time. Like, and we've had our completely separate moments, because we're not in the same state. So we don't see each other a lot, but we talk to each other every day. So she has her moments like, man, that's fucked up how, you know what I'm saying? I did therapy a long time ago. I don't know when she did therapy, but she'll have her moment, I have a moment, and the moment is like, that's fucked up how we ended up the same way. You know what I'm saying? We ended up this way because of them. And it's not like they didn't take care of us, like they didn't love us, and they didn't provide for us, because they did all of those things. But emotionally, I think all of them are lacking. We missing something big, and we just don't know what it is.
Right.
It's fucked up.
Yeah, I don't want to think about my parents right now. I mean, I love my dad. It's for real.
I know mine stems from my
Like, I
childhood
love
for
my
sure.
dad and
Yeah.
I love my mom. And
Both
then
of
my
them.
mom did a lot for us, and it's just, Yeah, I don't want to go through that with my kids.
I don't want to either. But it's like
Not saying they
gotta
didn't
stop
do
doing
a
so
bad
much.
It's a
job. Yeah.
cycle.
You gotta stop.
Yeah, I'm gonna read that book because I be doing way too much.
Right, doing it all.
Mm-mm.
Did
And then we
anybody?
mad when we ain't got the help?
Oh, I be getting mad.
Dude, we get so mad.
Don't nobody want to watch my kids.
Then we be like, I do it myself. Get so pissed off and be like, you know what? I do it my damn self.
But you know what? It get done.
It do. You right.
I think I have this moment. Like, I'm like, why my mama don't want to be like no regular grandma? Like, you know how grandmas be taking care of the kids? Like, where was you? Like, why you ain't getting my kid? Like, calling me, breaking down my door, getting my baby?
Right.
Like,
Give me my baby.
okay,
I
like,
just drop 'em
somebody.
off.
Look, just drop
I
them.
wish I could. Shit, she'd be like, "Who at the door?" Look out the
Right.
window. Why you here? Like,
I got a key.
I had a key until she moved. And I think she
Dang.
on purpose didn't give me the next key. Like,
You gotta sneak it.
actually, I'm about to get that key because nobody else got one. But still, shit. Now I'm triggered. But she, ironically,
Look,
he with
we
it
all
right
done
now.
got triggered. This
Yeah,
episode,
definitely.
for the viewers, I know this episode gonna trigger a lot of people, and I hope it do because I want all of y'all to tap into y'all inner self and love y'all self. Man.
Definitely.
For real, for real.
Did anybody have any questions, Drea?
I don't think I did. Oh, you know what? No, you already said it. You answered it without me asking. I was going to ask you, what do you do on a daily to make sure you, like, yourself is good? But you said the yoga, the tea,
Yeah.
and the reading or something.
Reading,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
yeah. Meditation. all
No,
that.
that was it. I think we're going to wrap it up then.
Yeah.
I think we hit all the questions. Oh, Tasha, thank you.
And next week is the
Thank you
men,
for-
guys.
Next week is the men's version of this, and it's going to be so ridiculous. And
Listen.
because the men on this podcast, I don't know if you watch a couple of them, they ain't got no sense. They
They
missed a couple
don't.
Oh,
Little
yeah.
screws is missing.
See,
whole
see,
screws.
that's-
Listen.
I'm gonna stay in my lane. I'm gonna stay in my lane. I hear
They
so many
cool.
things about men in a podcast.
Johnny, you know what? Johnny is one of the ones. He normally sit right here. He gonna have a field day with one of the things you said about the men. He gonna
know.
have
He
a
gonna-
field
listen.
day. He love that. He love that type of shit. So. All right, so we're gonna wrap it up. So thank y'all. This is Ghetto Love Goes. We are gonna see y'all next episode. Actually, our first episode airs 2:15 next week,
What is
7 p.m.
love?
Central, and every after that, every Wednesday, a new episode will come out, and then next weekend we're gonna go live again for the men's version of our self love series on the G I Choose Me. All right, that's it. Thank y'all. Bye.